Welcome to the Keep Moving Forward game show, where real life stories teaches you to stand on business. Here's your host, Kiwana McKinney Ford.
Well, hello everyone. As shared, my name is Kiwana McKinney Ford. I am your host here to keep you entertained and informed. Joining me are my contestants, Asia, Janelle, and Doreen. Hello, ladies. All right, we are looking forward to getting this game started. So let's start and talk about our objectives. This is season one, where we have one of 5 episodes. Today is our third episode, and we're really excited about the competition and how things are going. The winning contestant will receive a stay at Four Seasons Hotel. And what happens is we have a guest on who tells a story about how she had to stand on business in order to resolve a dilemma, and our contestants will try to guess, take an educated guess as to what option that guest took in order to stand on business. So, in order to have our contestants oriented with our guests, I'm going to show a short video. Selena Hodge is a medical technologist at Temple University Hospital who holds a degree in health administration management. When it comes to serving the people, Selena wears many hats. She serves as the interim vice president for Temple's Allied Health Professional Union, the vice president of the Philadelphia chapter of NOW, and is appointed by Councilman Jim Harity to serve as a commissioner for the Philadelphia Commission for Women. However, Selena's top priority is her family. She is the only child with one son and one granddaughter, who is Selena's pride and joy. Selena will tell you that she was brought up knowing how to balance a checkbook. Selena's story is one about standing on business to take care of family. Selena Hodge, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Oh my gosh. But I love seeing that beautiful face and just knowing you the way that I do. When we talk about standing on business, one of the things I remember when we first met is how you talked about as a young child, you were taught to balance a checkbook. And I had a great appreciation for that because we know that financial literacy is a challenge for some. So we
Yeah.
are very excited and grateful to have you. What I want to do is I kind of want to jump right in, and knowing your story the way that I do. And I actually want to share a story that you shared with me. It had to do with a friend, co-workers, um, unfortunately lost her life, had a son, major concern in terms of him taking over the mortgage and keeping the house. And there needed to be some workarounds because it's not as simple as it sounds. You just can't
Yes.
pick up someone else's credit and keep their mortgage loan. So while you and the girls came together to make sure the son did what needed to do in 60 days, you said to me, the one thing I want to ensure, and me being the only child, my son being the only child, is that I want to have a term policy that if I unexpectedly leave this world, it is enough money to cover my mortgage. And the other thing you said that was very interesting was replace my income for the next 10 years so that my family's life would not be compromised. They would be able to sustain their standard of living. So
Absolutely.
I was impressed because I said, wait a minute, she understands that term insurance is strictly death benefit, and that there are some things you want to be clear that you don't lose debt, and you want to be able to replace your income so that your family's standard of living is not compromised. I was extremely impressed by that. But I think the part that stuck with me most is you say, yeah, Key, term, that's death benefits. I want to protect my assets and my family standard of living, but I'm looking for a financial tool that can help me generate dollars without taking a lot of risk. I'm focused on my
Absolutely.
family's future. So I was impressed by that. Um, Tell me, you have a whole life policy.
Yes, I have a whole life policy. I have term policies, as you know. I have
Yeah.
multiple policies and different things, and everything has always been geared towards making sure if something accidentally happens or I live a nice long life like my grandmother did, that there are things in place to make sure that the legacy keeps going on and nobody is struggling. She was a smart woman. She
Yes.
made sure I was smart as well, and I also paid attention to what happened to my dear friend that passed away, how she had certain things in place as well. So it is very important that we pay attention.
Yeah, well, the part that I like is that I learned from your grandmother, right? How the wisdom just passed on through our friendship.
Absolutely.
I mean, you literally, you and my husband basically made me a better person as it relates to managing my finances. So tell me a little about your intention when you invested in a whole life policy.
So you already knew my intention for the term was to make sure that the mortgage was taken care of.
Right.
The whole life, when I started looking at the various ones, was to make sure that as my granddaughter and as my son had my granddaughter.
Right.
So with that, I needed to make sure that she was going to be okay because we know that everybody doesn't have a money tree in the back of their house to pull that money out for when they need braces, for when they go into college. Buying a house, it was really to see what my options were long term, what we could do for my granddaughter as she just, bloomed and blossomed through life. So sitting down with my insurance agent that was very good, sat down and hatched out some plans and, took my thoughts out my head, especially after talking to my son. My son was like, what if something happens to me? So everything was all vested in different plans and different scenarios to pick,
Yeah.
what we needed to do.
Well, what I loved most is that when those options were placed in front of you with the understanding that there are different types of whole life policies, you chose a custom whole life
Yes.
policy with the understanding that by customizing, you only have to pay a premium for a certain amount of time. And then when you don't pay that premium anymore, the money continues to grow for the rest of your life. And I thought that was a wise choice because in the past, when people saw whole life, it was still you may be covered for your whole life. You may be accumulating non-taxable dollars that you have access to while you are living, but you still would have to pay your premium your whole life. So
Right.
you chose an option where you were able to customize and only pay a premium for a certain amount of years. I thought that was impressive. But then came your big dilemma when you're like, okay, wait a minute. I need this for my granddaughter. I need this for my son.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this and who's going to be insured first.
Yeah.
So that was your dilemma, and that's where you stood on business. So
Yeah.
we're going to put a pin in it right there, and I'm going to introduce the rules of engagement.
Okay.
All right, so each contestant will be able to ask one question, and in round one, that question must start with do you? Contestants cannot use the words insurance, policy, son, or granddaughter when posing the question. And our guest, Miss Selena Hodge, response is limited to yes, no, true, or false. So let's bring on our contestants. I'm going to have each of you ladies introduce yourself. I threw you a couple of monkey wrenches this go round. And I'm going to start from the middle. Doreen,
Good morning, everyone. My name is
we can't hear you that well.
How about now? Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Doreen Morris.
And Doreen is where I thrive, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the founder of I Thrive Worldwide.
Got it. And Janelle?
Good morning. My name is Janelle Rucker. I'm Vice President of Brand and Storytelling with the NAACP.
All right. Asia?
Good morning. Excuse my voice. I'm sorry. Good morning. My name is Asia Richardson, founder of Indian Princess Hair.
Good morning.
I love these ladies, Selena. And so since we mixed it up, I'm going to have
All that magic.
all that magic. Right? I'm going to have them ask questions in the same order as they were introduced. So we're going to start with Doreen.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Selena, good morning.
Hey, honey.
So my question to you is, do you feel like the options that you currently have that you spoke about, do you feel like those options are suffice for your long-term goal?
I'm only allowed to say one word, so yes.
Okay. All right.
I want to do like this and say 1,000%, but yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Selena, do you have any other beneficiaries that you need to consider?
Good question.
No.
All right. Asia?
Good morning, Selena. My question is, do you currently pay multiple premiums?
Yes.
Thank you.
All righty. So that is round one. And we are going to take a quick commercial break. Meet my girl, Bundle Girl.
Bundle Girl is a hard worker who knows how to manage her money. She combined her phone, cable, and internet to save on her monthly expenses. When Bundle Girl saved enough to put down a payment on a new car and home, she bundled her home and auto insurance to receive 2 discounts. She then earned a 3rd discount by adding life insurance to save $3,600 per year. Bundle Girl created a vacation fund with the money that she saved and used it to go on a shopping spree and cover her summer vacation. Now Bundle Girl enjoys her new car and home with friends while maintaining a work-life balance and peace of mind. Visit kmfphilly.com to bundle your insurance and save like Bundle Girl. That's kmfphilly.com.
Go Bundle Girl. So now we are going to prepare for round two and introduce those rules of engagement. Contestants must start their question with, can you? And once again, you cannot use the word insurance, policy, son, or granddaughter when posing a question. And our esteemed guests can only respond with yes, no, true, or false. So we're going to start this one out with Asia.
Okay, thank you. Selena, can
Yes.
you generate dollars from the tools that you currently have?
Yes.
Thank you.
Janelle.
Selena, can you stick with your existing options and still meet your goals?
Yes.
Dory.
Selena, can you change your beneficiaries at any given time?
No.
All right. So that was quick enough. You ladies have some things to think about before we get to those options that you have to choose from. So while you're doing that, hit you with another commercial.
Bundle Girl is a financially savvy real estate investor who takes pride in renting affordable luxury apartments. Bundle Girl was devastated to learn that commercial insurance coverage was not what she needed because the number of units she rented did not require a commercial policy. Imagine Bundle Girl's delight when she learned that she could save $4,000 by placing those affordable luxury apartments on one policy and switching to the correct rental insurance coverage. To learn how to save like Bundle Girl, visit kmfphilly.com to schedule a free consultation or call 888-807-2948. That's 888-807-2948.
Well, ladies, the time has come. We're going to put those options up, and you're going to have to make some choices. Well, what I can tell you is that those are not the correct options. Zach is like, wait a minute, let me scramble around here a little something, because those are the options that we are looking for. But as he's looking to put those options on the screen, allow me to verbalize a bit. Option A, the policy that Selena has chosen is, will Selena be the owner and her son be the insured? That's option A. Selena the owner and is her son the insured. Option B, is Selena and her son both the owners of the policy and her granddaughter is insured? And then there is option C. Is Selena the owner and her granddaughter is insured? You have 10 seconds to put in the chat. Is it option A, B, or C? And you just have to put in A, B, or C. All righty. So, ladies, I want to thank you. Let me take a good look at this. Somebody, okay. B, and I have 1A. All right. So, we're going to move on to the next part of this as Selena gives the second half of her testimony. So, Selena, when you were faced with trying to determine who should you insure first, when you were faced with that, what was your thinking as you were going through that process?
My thinking was looking at what I needed to do and what I was trying to develop, because it was all about generational wealth and making sure that everything was going to be all right for everyone in the long run, whether or not I'm a factor. Forgive me, I'm having technical difficulties. Whether or not I'm a factor in the situation, it was just to make sure that everybody would be okay and to make sure that things were financially sound, even with me being here.
Yes.
It's just, to me, it was like having a mortgage, being able to pull out of your own house, being able to pull out of your own 401k if needed. You pay yourself back. So with sitting down with my agent, it was seeing what was the best option for me and keeping myself also away from banks.
Yeah.
So that was everything that was key. Basically, investing in myself with being able to have something that was going to create generational wealth in the long run.
So now we're about to have that drum roll. All right, so Selena, from option A, B, and C, which option did you choose?
I chose option C.
All right. Thank you for sharing that with us, and thank you for being here as our guest. Option C makes clear that Selena was the owner of the policy, and she decided to insure her granddaughter first. And can you just quickly share with us, what did your son say? How did he chime in and become a part of that decision?
Yeah, so my son was very clear that if anything was to ever happen to him, um, he didn't trust anybody
Right.
with his daughter's life
Yeah.
besides me.
Yes.
At the time when we were going through there, like we had the baby sitting here at the table with us,
Right.
and she is a part of two families,
Yes.
and when actually three families, when we look at everything, even on his dad's side, and we was just like, no, if there was going to be anybody in charge of finances, it was going to be me. And if something happens to me, then we know that at him as an only child, it would automatically be him. But he said if anything was to happen to him, I was the one to financially make sure that she was going to do those wonderful things, whether it was go to college, become a business owner,
Yeah.
have a home
Yeah.
of her own.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure she could stand on her own 2 feet.
Well, you know what? And I want to wrap this up by sharing what the strategy was, is that you insured the granddaughter first.
Yes,
As the policy began to build dollars, you then use that money and reinvest it in the same policy for your son. So
yes.
it was amazing. And just really quickly, give us some sense of what those numbers look like. So let me share. It was a 13-year custom whole life policy. Your granddaughter was 2.
Yes.
And so by 15, that policy would be paid for your granddaughter. But when she's about 24, how much would be in that policy?
We're looking at over $250,000 in there by the time she's 24 years old.
Yep.
And then when she gets into her 40s, if she hasn't taken anything out, she'll have over $500,000.
Yep.
And then if she uses it for her retirement, she'll have over $1 million in there.
Yeah, that's right. By the time she hit retirement, she will have over $1 million in that policy, and it will continue to grow. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing your story. We really
Thank you.
appreciate you. And now we're going to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
KMF Insurance Associates is the proud sponsor of the Keep Moving Forward game show. We are a full-service boutique insurance agency located in the heart of Center City, Philadelphia. To learn more about our insurance products, participate in our virtual and physical meetings by becoming a part of the Keep Moving Forward game show Facebook group. To schedule a free consultation and learn more, reach us at info@kmfphilly.com or give us a call at 888-807-2948. Again, that's 888-807-2948.
Lovely. And to tell you a little more about becoming a part of the game show group, all you have to do is join the Keep Moving Forward game show by going to our Facebook, Keep Moving Forward game show, becoming a member of the group. We have 2 events coming up. One is a lunch and learn, creating a financial tool the Rockefeller way. And actually, that's the strategy that I taught Selena. So to learn more about that, please reach out. And then we also have the Brunch and Learn, which is about standing on business. And that is for people who are in business and helping to ensure they have the correct insurance policy, because I've been successful in saving people thousands of dollars. If you want to become a part of that Facebook group, you know how to go online and do it. But if you'd like to also attend that Lunch and Learn or Brunch and Learn, please contact Chris Ford at 888-807-2948 or at chris@kmfphilly.com. Thank you for that. Now, this is very interesting because today we do not have any winners. But what I want to do is I want to shout out to each of my contestants. Asia Richardson, the amazing founder of Indian Princess Hair, who's offering all of the viewers a 15% discount. If you use the code KMF, as in keep moving forward, you can receive a 15% discount on the total sale. And you can do that by going to indianprincesshair.com or reaching Asia directly at 267-888-4072. Next, the amazing Janelle Rucker, who I think I have this down pack now. She is calling move makers, risk takers, and culture leaders to join the NAACP, become a member. And to reach Janelle, go to jrucker@naacpnet.org. And next is Doreen, the founder of I Thrive. Now, this is something I always want to make sure I get correct because they are gearing up for their 9th annual Care Bag Drive supporting homeless and foster youth. In order to learn more, reach Doreen at info@ithriveworldwide.org. So extremely excited about that, and just looking forward to seeing what's next as we move on. And I do believe we have another commercial coming up. Is that right? Oh, Mame Mensah, amazing Mame Mensah, stylist of Park Lane Jewelry, who we have with us today. Actually have some things here. My May. So she is a bundle girl in her own right. As a stylist, she teaches how to bundle Park Lane jewelry. And today we are bundling a pearl look with pearl earrings, right? And she has layered 2 separate chains. The first is freshwater pearl with a gold chain, and the second is my favorite, glass pearl and the charm encrusted microcrystals. This necklace gives a pop to any outfit because of the length. It can be worn in layers, and it is pretty long. So I will be purchasing that. Thank you so much, my man. So to reach my man, you can reach my May by going to, we're going to pull her contact card back up. My May Mrs. Stylist at Park Lane Jewelry. Give her a call at 612-741-8861 or send her an email at mymay.parklanestylist@gmail.com. All right, so I want to give our special acknowledgments here and thank everyone for their participation. Our sponsor, Mr. Chris Ford, we're like uber excited about the upcoming victory party. And just to share with you how that works, you go to Facebook at the Keep Moving Forward Network, follow us, watch an episode, comment, and that's how you get these victory passes. So in the upcoming weeks, you'll see me in different places. Should the party be here? Should the party be here? Should the party be here? Because this party is going to be a combination of my birthday party, a Labor Day party, the victory party. And there is no surprise when I say I know how to throw a party. So I want to thank each of you for joining us. Looking forward to you participating in the victory party. Looking forward to see how things works with our contestant next week. And Zach, you can just bring us on home.